mostly when there's like an early morning premiere of a show.
Yeah.
I don't want to wake Abhi up. I'll just like, I have my routine, dude. I'll prep the beanbag in front of the TV.
Yeah.
And like my house is not too big, right? So like it's like TV, beanbag, bed. So beanbag, I prop it up in a way where I can just like have all my essentials baju mein next to me. And the beanbag also has a leg, like a bolster for the leg. So I put it next to me and Jinx is like,
the small one, yeah.
Yeah, so Jinx is like, that's my spot, and he comes and sits on that. So when I sit down, I have the cat, I have the coffee, I have the J, and I have my TV and my headphones, and then I can just tune into whatever I'm watching.
Fucking great, dude.
Yeah.
I use my little tablet. You've seen my little tablet, the Samsung thing. And Shubha wears earphones because I don't wear earphones. I'm not for wearing earphones unless I absolutely have to. My ears are my real money maker.
Correct.
That's what I've convinced her. I don't know.
But I like tuning out a lot. Especially over the past few weeks, Bombay में मेरे घर के आजू बाजू ही 3 जगह पे construction चल रहा है.
Right.
So like I miss Bombay when I was on tour so badly.
Yeah.
Because like I was like, I just want to go back and sleep on my own bed, you know, like have my own little fucking.
But the minute you try, it's fucking drilling.
Only the first day I got sleep because I was just like so fucking
exhausted.
Just like no rest whatsoever. But like then again, like the starts like just fucking clawing inside your brain, like a dentist sitting right next to you constantly and fucking.
That was my life for 3 years before I moved to the Khar house. You remember, my building was under renovation.
Yeah, now your building is the reason that I'm suffering. Because the place he moved, like the entire area, a lot of redevelopment is happening.
Yeah, I think 4 buildings just on that street.
Yeah, and there was a stay order for a long time because of the pollution concerns.
Yeah.
But now, thanks to Mr. Eknath Shinde.
Yo.
No
fucks given.
Yeah.
Let's do it all at once.
In no tears left to cry, as Ariana Grande said.
Yeah. As Jack Johnson put it, all at once the world can overwhelm me.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. But I don't think... that's what not, dude. I don't think it'll ever end, right? Like, I think the solution is not to wait for the construction to end. The solution is to leave.
Yeah.
Like, increasingly, I don't see myself in this city for too long. I can't do it anymore. Like the other day, when we were in Dehradun for Utkarsh's thing, I was just sitting in the balcony at night. Not even sitting, just standing. And I couldn't hear anything. You know what I mean? Like there was nothing to hear. There was just some dogs barking in the distance, and that was it. And I was like, "Fuck, dude!" Like
with the cicadas going, kir.
And just the noise level you have to get used to coming into the city is just too much, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like my uncle in Mangalore has like a full. Like it's like you have to change 3 pathways to get there, and you know, like from the main road that the government has built to like a kacha road with the village has built to a rocky road, and then to a small path. Okay, like only one rickshaw can fucking goose out itself. And like after a very chaotic last year, when I woke up there one morning on Christmas morning of all mornings, I was just like, oh fuck, this is what quiet feels like. You know what I'm saying?
My thing had gotten so bad, I had to move out of my parents' house and go to my mama's house. You remember I was living in Parla at my mama's house?
Yeah.
And
that too close to the airport.
Very close, which was so great for me. But the week I moved in was the week the Baju ka plot started their construction. Yeah. So like I escaped one, and as soon as I reached, the thing came with me. And my family was just like, this is so funny. And I'm like, it's not funny. It's nightmarish. It's a hellish existence. Wherever I go, there is a tuck in the back.
There has to be a study at what point does a human get very erratic and like stops acting sane. Like there has to be some kind of research at some point, right? Like the long-standing effects of this.
We are seeing the effects already.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like today.
Grating.
I was on my way here and I stopped to buy some stuff at the shop on the way. Okay. I had to buy a lighter and I had to buy some biscuits and shit.
Yeah.
So I went and I bought, and as I was buying, everyone around me, I started to notice, was just like minor zombie mode.
Yeah.
Nobody was all there. You know, because it was right near that metro construction. Pura din chal raha hai, and everyone's kind of like...
Yeah, you just zone out a little bit.
Yeah, you're not all there anymore. And you have to do like, hello, sir, paisa.
हाँ dude, कितनी बार ऐसा होता है? Not able to mention it. Yeah. It's just like we are so tuned out of it. Fuck, that's really. I even like, I get angry sometimes also because I think that's my fucking effect of what is this? Like already like you're living in a. It's like, sometimes I'll go to Juhu Beach and I'm like, fuck, Juhu Beach is nice. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, like that's how bad the situation has to be that you appreciate that beach.
Yeah.
But no, even with my neighbor, I was telling you recently, right? Like the story. It's been going on for like. They were building furniture inside the house, okay? And the people who were living before, like there was a Marwadi couple living with a child and very chill couple because they addressed Abhi and me as our partners only, never like, judged us or whatever. Like one morning, like one evening, the child came back from tuition too early, so he was chilling outside our door only. So I called his parents. So like, and generally like, and the way we became actually friends is because they were like, your cat is scaring us, and I'm like, which one? She's like, the black one. I'm like, I'm sorry about him. He's just too curious. So he would just go inside the house from our balcony and all. Okay? So I had to put like planks, and also they were like really chill. They moved out. And immediately, like they had to move out because the owner's son now has a fucking wife because he got married. So now they want to fucking live in a different apartment altogether, right? In the same building, because what is progress if not fucking living right above your father's testicle, right?
I mean, at least it's a different house. I envy him.
बाप का ही घर है, dude. कुछ उससे उखाड़ दे उससे.
I wouldn't mind अगर मेरे बाप का घर होता ना. मैं तो रह लेता भाई.
मतलब है तो सही जैसा मतलब eventually है ना, हम दोनों के बाप का है. But anyway, so like this construction been going on for a week, and I'm like, okay, now when does it stop? I asked my landlord, okay, like because you're all friends, and this guy, the main owner of the neighboring house, is like an electrician, has come to my house and fixed my electronics also. Yeah. So I have a like nice talking relationship with him. I don't know. So then like I told him ki you talk to him, and he said ki 2 more days. Okay, 2 more days bol diya. 5 more days. It's been going on, and now because they're literally our neighbors and they're building units inside the wall, they're banging against my kitchen thing, right? So like it's like my entire house vibrating. Yeah. And at some point even you start noting cracks and everything. I'm like, mera ghar nahi hai, but it's fucking worrisome, right? So I pointed it out again to the landlord, and he went and lost his shit. My landlord went and lost his shit at the construction guys, like the carpenters. Okay? And I'm like, and he's calling me saying ki he's paying me rent, how can you make him unhappy? And I'm like, that's not, I have to calm my landlord down, okay? And I told him it's okay, don't make a scene or whatever. Now the carpenter going and complained to the fucking son of the guy, okay? And now the son comes, and I'm eating lunch quietly, okay, and my hand is dirty or whatever. So he brings the bell, Abhi opens the door, and he's like, okay, just you come. So I go and I'm like, I'll talk to you afterwards, my hand's dirty. And he's like, problem hai? Kisko problem hai? I'm like, when the people start talking like this, then you know, like, okay. I'm like, now let's fucking hunker down, motherfucker. And then we had like a full like
conversation.
No, it was escalating to an argument. Yeah. I'm like, and then he's saying ki, you asked him to shut it down for like 1 to 4 p.m. in the afternoon. I'm like, I did not say that, bro. I said when we were building our toilet in our house, the society asked us to shut it down for that duration, and we obeyed. So I'm just saying ki, shouldn't that rule be applied for everybody? I didn't say ki you have to shut it down. So you don't take anything out of context and like you lose it at me. So first he started using Hindi, and then when I started using English, he started getting a little bit scared, you know. So he's like, bro, आपको पता है ये माडा का building है? I'm like, माडा का building नहीं, SRA का building है. It's a different scheme, okay? Don't try to fucking bamboozle me right now. और भी लोग रहते हैं types, you know. So then he's like, मैं टोकूंगा मेरे घर पे. And then the stupidest argument he brought is like कि ये सुबह 8 बजे से रात तक 8 बजे तक ठोकेगा ये. आप कुछ भी कर लो. I'm like, वो labor को उसका there's no fucking rights. He has no fucking say in this. You're asking him to work for 12 hours. Do you not realize the fucking argument you're making right now? So then he quietly walked away after that. I use labor law as a concept.
But you used your empathy for the labor guy as the weapon against him.
I was not against him at all. I'm like, construct it somewhere else na, but you'll have like spaces to construct.
नीचे करने का
ना. There's an entire backyard for the building. Fucking little construction is happening in the behind.
It's a basic thing. I think it's one of those things where this was, I don't know if this was always a thing in Mumbai, because I've never been involved in this building politics, but what I have seen in my building is straight up murderous. Death threats, threats of physical harm, threats of mowing down children rather than playing. Like it's like तेरा बच्चे को उड़ा देगा नीचे खेलते वक्त, ऐसा बोलते लोग. Like, and I'm like, bro, chill the fuck out.
Yeah, when did we as humans just like evolve into this? You know
I don't remember Bombay being this aggressive.
Yeah, Bombay essentially.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know. Y'all are like you're new to Bombay, aren't you? Has it been aggressive since you came?
No.
Where are you from?
I'm from Jaipur.
Oh,
Jaipur से तो सब कुछ अच्छा ही लगे.
अच्छा लगेगा, yeah.
Jaipur is a hardcore.
But that's what like I was writing this. I wrote this piece for Vice also, where like there's been like 4 incidents of men pissing on their co-passengers.
Yeah.
Delhi specifically. In the past 6 months, okay, since October, it's been a constant happening where like there's been men getting too drunk and then they just piss on the fucking thing. And it's a thing called air rage, okay, and it's not like uncommon, but in Indians it's very extraneous now because bottled up fucking energy, right?
I think it's a lot of things that come out together.
Yeah. So like we talk a lot of degradation in an Indian context because like from the very bottom to the top, like there's a channel that we know that we all fucking being put down by somebody. So in that channel of things, like we never get to vent our frustration because
it has to come down on the guy under you.
Yeah.
And if you choose not to do it in the guy under you, then there's no way for it to.
So pissing essentially, which is like a kink for a lot of people who don't get to do that kink. it's a manifestation of how do I degrade you. And that's how it boils over into like pissing on somebody.
I'm just amazed that someone would piss over punch.
Yeah, but men it's mostly punching. With women it's pissing. That's what I said. No, the degradation comes from the sex also, gender also.
Right. So they want to angry piss at their co-passengers if they're female, but if they're male, they'll go for the punch.
Punching, yeah. It's more physical violence happens then.
Fuck. This
that's
is
like a
shit.
It's a observation that a lot of people have done.
Wow, man, it's too much to think of. I've had 2 very productive days and I already feel burnt out. I feel like बहुत ज़्यादा काम हो गया मेरी life में. Yesterday was only such a hectic day, dude. I came in the morning, I finished that script. Then how many times did I go from car social to your house just yesterday? 3 times. I think I went.
And then doing meetings in the summer is just like sticky.
It's the worst. Yeah. And I have to wear chappals because did I tell you I fucked my foot at Chetna's house?
No.
I had one of the most fun injuries at Chetna's house.
Oh, the staircase?
No. Her bedroom.
Oh, wow.
Opened the door. Her door is like this and the bed is like the edge of the bed is here.
Yeah.
So it forms like an L. And when I opened the door hit the big toe on my foot. My foot came back reflexively and hit the bottom edge of the bed.
Oh, fuck.
So now my heel has like a deep cut.
Oh, shit.
Right? So it really fucking hurts. Yeah. Then I have this fucking thing where I can't go on stage without shoes. Because it fucks with me. So I keep wearing the so again it gets worse.
This is worse, yeah.
And then on top of that, thrice more I hit it.
Yeah.
Because that's just the part of your leg that gets hit a lot. I don't know what it is. Like even my left leg ka back is constantly some scab healing from something. Maybe it's a deficiency.
No, it's just like you walk clumsy sometimes. Like,
I'm very clumsy.
Like my this part, like wherever I go, tables, benches,
all the time,
bed edges, like it's like fucking constantly hurting. It's just like
I have all of it. All the toe stubbing, the shin hitting, the मचड़ जाता है पैर उल्टा, वो सब करता है मैं मंडराता है मैं यहाँ से वहाँ जाता नहीं है.
My sister would do this thing where उसको लग जाता है ना उसका last वाला toe पे सबसे ज़्यादा, okay?
Yeah.
Against walls, like those walls have been there, and she'll act like the walls fault for being there, okay?
Yeah.
उसको लग गया, and then she would do Undertaker eyes where she would just like fucking go like and then I'll be fucking worried, is she okay? She would do. Who does that? Yeah.
The Peter Griffin thing does help though when you get hit in the shin.
Yeah.
I had a lot of injuries growing up. Whenever one thing healed, another thing would be scabbing over. Like there was never like it was a constant process of something getting hurt or the other.
Yeah.
In fact, this one, and I used to like, I don't know, maybe I have bullet time memory, if that's a thing. Where I remember exactly what happens the second before the fall and all of that.
Yeah.
Some kids used to black out and मुझे नहीं पता क्या हुआ, and I'm like मुझे पता है क्या हुआ, मैं देखा.
And it's too traumatic. Like blackout is like for like oh fuck मरने वाला types.
Yeah.
Otherwise like the brain registers it in the last moments.
You do, right?
Yeah.
Like I remember the exact falling into the soil. Like I can so many times where I've seen it like in slow motion. Like this one time I fell off the swing. And me and my friend were both doing gaand masti, as kids do. Like we were maybe 7-10 years old, something in the middle. And we were both doing this thing where we would, your hands are on the chain and then you slide them down and you go back.
Yeah.
You flat out on the... Yeah.
In the air, yeah.
We both fell.
Yeah.
He fell a little before me and then I fell. And then I remember for like the swing is still going back. So I fell and I saw it going... over me and I looked up and I was like, oh fuck, it's coming back, and I went back down.
Correct.
This tooth got hit twice.
Yeah, both times.
Both times.
Yeah.
It was like a deet. He got hit first and he was like, ow, mama, part. फिर से. So I was quite happy that way. But he has no memory of that.
Wow. You got hit twice, no?
Maybe.
Like, first memory I had, what is this memory part?
Yeah. Have you had any near-death accidents?
So many. Oh fuck, I haven't told you the story, what?
Which one?
Oh shit, this is like, I was going to drown to death. Like straight up, like fucking, and that not alone with me, I was going to take a child and die. At this point, I'm pretty much confessing to a crime at this point. Okay?
Wow.
This, I don't know.
How many years has it been since the incident?
I was like probably, my grandfather died the next day. So probably 2006.
Was it like you couldn't get the kid, so you got the grandfather?
No. Grandfather was in Mangalore, dude. My mom's father. So story is like this, okay? So my mom used to babysit kids.
Yeah.
And the boy actually has passed away since RIP because he he had a spinal disease that couldn't be cured anyways. But he was under our care as babysitting, So my job every day was to get him from school. Like go to school, which was like same lane as our building only, like 2 lanes away, and get him from school. So I had to wait and everything. So one day, what happened was, it was a Diwali break ke baad wala time, and before Diwali, this one student who my mom used to teach had just gone AWOL without paying fees. And they had moved out of the building also. So they used to live nearby us, but then because my mom was like, fees baki hai, and they had 2 kids in our tuitions, So then we saw them after school. So we were like, let's fucking find out where they are, So then we followed them for a bit to see where they are.
You and this kid?
This kid, because we were just like investigative,
And the kid was part of this
investigation. Yeah, he was
very
gung-ho about it because he grew up with us. Essentially, he was my friend, but like technically he was like a ward essentially. So now we have gone fully around the entire area, and Bhayandar was like pretty much a mangrove before it got fully developed, right? So like there were still buildings developing in the early 2000s when we were still living there. So between our building and the building they had moved into was an entire mangrove area. So we had followed them as a gum ke, and gum fir ke yahan pe aake, like, oh fuck, they're living over here, we know now. But how do we go there? Oh, our building is right there. Why don't we just like cross the mangrove?
Oh shit!
Because people had put like apna bamboos for like crossing, and people who were adapted it were good at crossing. So now we start walking on the bamboo, and one leg goes, second leg goes halfway through it. Both of us have gone halfway, and it's fine. Then both the bamboos open.
Oh fuck!
And then we just go directly fucking inside, And this boy has like his bag and everything. So first thing I take his bag up and I hold it up and I throw it outwards, But now I have to like keep him also up because it's literally like it's a dal-dal, These mangroves are just like sludge. So we are just like from here we're gone.
And you're struggling more, so you're going deeper in.
Yeah, and because this area is kind of like nobody comes over here because it's like a dirty, stinky area where nobody's there, and we're just like fucking between 2 buildings in a dal-dal. We're fucking dying. And I was like, I fully saw everything flash at that point, And I'm probably like 10 or 11, 12 years max. So then randomly some guy is walking past, like trying to cross that area. He sees us and he takes one of the bamboos only and holds it to us, and then we just like fucking come out. I take him out first and everything. Now the bigger part is like going home because my mom has got this news that her husband, my grandfather's dead. And we turn up looking like fucking covered in sludge. While there are other kids are in the house and everything. So then we had to lie to my mom saying you fell in a different gutter, not saying that we literally fucking drowned to death almost. And his mom was like, I entrusted my son to you and this is what happened. And I'm like, sorry. It was a whole fucking thing.
Fucking hell, dude.
Yeah.
What a hardcore near-death experience, dude.
I have just like the most crazy stories.
Yeah. Mine were not that intense.
Any comments so far from our listeners?
Okay, let's just ignore mine then. Okay, then.
I'm sorry, we'll come back to sorry. I was because there was
I'm sure.
I see popping.
Any comments? Usually, see, this is where we miss Sparsh.
Because he has a laptop.
He has a laptop. This Jaipur guy doesn't have a laptop. Didn't give him a laptop.
Kunal asks that.
Yeah, that's a great solution to this problem, bro. Bol. Kunal asks
that if you want to do a members only meetup in Mumbai sometime.
Yeah,
why not?
Yeah, we'll
answer your question, Kunal, by the end of the episode.
For sure. Or kuch hai?
Yeah.
Sadly, this is only so far.
Sounds good. So where I'm in school, and I'm going to school. Okay, no, I'm coming back from school. Okay. But I get solidly distracted, because all of a sudden the Vada Pav guy is back. Okay, he's been gone for whatever. It could have been 6 days, it could have been 9 years. As a child, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know he's back and I know that I have 12 rupees.
Yeah, and the positive Vada Pav is real.
And 12 rupees, bro, you'll get 2. Right? Like you'll get 2 must.
Dude, 4 you could get back then though. Like
no, South Bombay rates.
Oh shit.
6 rupees.
3 rupees,
Yeah, so 6 rupees you would get, could get a bhaji pav also and I could get a Vada Pav also. I was overjoyed. So I double back to run at the thing. My bag gets caught in a best ka bus ka handle, the front ka handle.
Oh shit.
Okay. Bus guy, this is the front door, not the back door.
Yeah.
This motherfucker doesn't see only.
Oh shit.
He drives.
Oh fuck.
So now I am hanging from my backpack.
Just getting dragged by the bus.
Not even dragged, my feet are off the ground.
Oh fuck.
Like, I'm around 100, almost 100 meters I am going that way. And then my stupid brain is like, let's just get ourselves free from this.
Bag, yeah.
So I do. Meanwhile, this fucker, all the passengers are like, Chudu rok. So wo rokta hai. The bus stops and because of that inertia change, I just fall out of the bag and my head goes under the bus somehow.
Oh shit.
So now this bus guy who has not yet stopped fully, the back wheel of the bus is coming at my head.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and I'm
You
like,
can't do anything.
I
Yeah.
can't even move out
You
of the way.
surrender. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay,
Bye.
bye. And then fucking some uncle pulls me from underneath
Oh shit.
in one fell swoop, like just like this.
Yeah.
And fucking saved me, dude.
Oh fuck.
And
some angel. Yeah.
Then I don't even know who it was. Like the guy didn't even wait to.
Farishta.
Yeah, like he
Yeah.
just fucking pulled and bounced.
It was not very time.
Pulled out and left as they do.
Yeah.
And then everyone beat up the bus guy, dude.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it was good
Crazy.
fun.
And this is very common in Mangalore, by the way. Like
Yeah?
one day my aunt came home like from a wedding or something a little late. It was an afternoon wedding in Bangalore. And we're like, what happened? Why are you late? She's like, yo, just a guy just came under a bus and died.
Yeah.
And we're like, what the fuck? So what happens in Mangalore is like bus depots are like war zones.
Okay.
Okay, anybody from Mangalore can attest. And like how it is in Goa also, if you've seen it.
Yeah.
It's like buses are not uniform like BST
Yeah,
or
yeah,
like
yeah.
no MBMT or whatever. It's pretty much like
Shady,
it's like
yeah.
Shilpa or whatever written, and then this like they're calling for people. Okay, so this one guy got off the bus and he was like, okay, now my bus to go to the different town is that way. So he ran towards this, but then this bus is already the same bus he got off of. Fucking ran over him because didn't register that he'll get down and run like this. No,
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
guy's fault also. Like if you're getting off a bus, let the bus go or fucking wait.
Or tell the guy I'm
going that way.
Yeah.
It's like he just ran and fucking got crushed over. Like
Fuck,
fucking
man.
straight up. But the BSc story told me like I
Yeah.
had a similar experience once, and this was my cycling days. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm cycling to Bhayandar, my hometown, and it's a very like Bhayandar also has very narrow lanes where like fucking one bus can only go.
Yeah.
And like if our bus is moving, then everything has to like maneuver because now footpath pe log ke badle there's goods from the shops.
Yeah.
People are on the roads and cars are on fucking God's mercy. So everybody's just like whatever. So I'm driving, and somehow my fucking the fucking knob of the main handle comes loose.
Oh shit.
You know, just one thing that holds. So now the entire handle just fucking starts fluttering. Okay, so I have no control over the wheel.
Yeah.
Because the handle is going one way and the wheels are going fucking the other way. And so suddenly now there's a bus coming samne se, okay, and there's a rickshaw parked over here, and I have this much space and I have no control over it. Okay,
Yeah.
brakes are also not working because everything is out of control. So literally, like I had only as much space as a bus and the rickshaw. I swear to God, and I had to like hold the handle like this. Because to get some kind of
just to try and get it straight.
grip on it. So I'm
Yeah.
holding it like this and I whiz past this, okay? Just like fucking feel like the bus just
The
like
air
zoop,
going,
zoop
yeah.
going. It was something else. And
So,
I went and directly banged two girls. Just like two girls who were coming from tuitions. उनको जाके ठोक दिया मैंने.
बेचारी. So many of my nearest experiences now are as an adult, like are driving. Twice did I tell you the roadway slaughterhouse story?
No, what the fuck?
This happened to me twice. Once you were in the car but asleep. You, me, Dhaval were coming back from Umbergaon once. This is when we were taking the Maruti, that white long car.
Yeah.
And I used to have a speeding problem. This is a time when I used to unnecessarily want to go fast. This is just before speed cameras became a thing. So right time to have gotten out of that habit.
Yeah.
But we were going down the highway 150 kilometers, probably 4:35 in the morning on the highway coming to Bombay. All of a sudden, something is weird. Something is off. I pass by a large mass which I can't quite recognize in my brain. And again, 150, 160. Everything is going by very quickly right now. Bikers in front of me are going like this and then suddenly and just fucking falling across the street as if there's an oil spill.
Oh fuck.
So now I'm driving and I'm dodging sliding bike, sliding driver. Rider.
Oh shit.
Two bikes, okay? So total.
I was in the car.
You were in the car asleep.
This is so me.
So ऐसा एक guy ऐसा गया एक बाइक ऐसा गया ड्राइवर ऐसा गया across me.
Oh, fuck.
एक बाइक और ड्राइवर ऐसा गया across me. I was like fuck what's going on? Maruti Alto or some shit ahead. Again same fucking skid and I'm like dude we need to like slow down. I hit the brakes seize because we're skidding now.
Yeah.
And I'm like what is on this street? And I figure as we're going that there is a truck crashed on the side of the road and it has mowed through an entire flock of cows.
Oh fuck.
And it's just fucking carcasses
cow
and
fat.
blood.
Yeah.
On the street that's making everyone skid.
Fuck.
And we just fucking I still remember like when we stopped that day for breakfast at Food Highway, the edges of the car, जो white car था, पूरा लाल, like because of all the blood splatter
I
from the
parts of this. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Same thing. This is 1.5 years ago, not 1 year ago, when we went post-marriage, the first tour to Gujarat. Shubho and I are driving. Monsoon has lasted for too long.
This time you told me about it.
This I told you, right?
Yeah.
So the monsoon lasted for too long. So all the new animals that were born, they were feeling very cold at night. So they would go and sit on the highway for warmth.
Yeah.
So every morning when we were leaving for drive, we were going on as a massacre of little baby animals having, जो सब पूरा रात को सब गाड़ी लोग ने उड़ा दिया था उनको. उसका पूरा ऐसा लाल रहता था पूरी जगह पे. Fucking creepy.
Yeah.
पर उसमें भी मतलब ऐसा नियर डेथ, ऐसा मरते. वो दिन तेरे साथ तो हम ऐसा इतना हम मरते बचे और हमने 2 लोग को मारते बचे हैं. मतलब we would have fucking easily driven over 2 people.
Yeah.
There's something about an accident at high speed that doesn't let you sit in it. In the sense that, like, if it's a near death thing, then you're still driving. So you don't have time to like
contemplate,
come to peace with it. But every now and then something happens where you have to fucking pull over and just be like, okay, I need to like this thing.
Yeah, fucking this happened to Jia and us because we were coming back from Ahmedabad once and we're driving and like Jia also can drive a little, like, you know, on her own fucking speed and everything. And I was with her and there's this guy just constantly blocking, like, you know, our like we were going towards a toll booth, okay? And in the toll booth, she just cut him a little bit. Like he was over here, and we were in the right lane, but he was trying to come over here. So she was like, "Fuck off," and whatever. We clear the toll booth, okay? And for the next fucking 5 kilometers, this motherfucker is just like going ahead and blocking her, okay? It's going ahead and blocking her. She's doing this, he's coming here. He's doing this, and I'm like, this is like, she was like, what's wrong with him? I'm like, this is the same guy we blocked earlier. Just trying to be a cock right now. Don't fucking engage him right now. Just like stay in your lane only. Then finally, when she stopped engaging him, he realized that we're not fucking doing whatever. So when he side में ऐसा गया, and he's doing this and we are doing this. Okay, he fucking like, I'm like, you've come now, fucking stop the car. We'll see what the fuck, who's the fucking man or whatever right now. Because he saw that Gia's driving and that's why he was being big. Okay. So then afterwards, like once he went off into the horizon, we finally took a fucking left and we're like, okay, because she was just like, fuck, thank God you're here, because this if I was alone, it's fucking scary, right? It's crazy. Have you seen what is that
NH7.
NH7. No, that's the
what are you talking about?
NH10.
Oh, okay, sorry. Very different vibes. Both of them.
No, NH10, the movie with Anushka Sharma. Yeah. It begins with a scene like that. And
it's terrifying.
Yeah.
In my experience, whenever I've been in one of these battles with people where they want to cut me off and block me all the time, I start driving at 45.
Yeah.
Because no matter how much he hates me, he hates driving slow even more.
Yeah. What will he like succumb to your level?
उसको कटना ही पड़ेगा. उसके पास कोई choice नहीं होता. मेरा एक बार कांड फटा था जब मेरा याद है वो होंडा ब्रियो चला था मैं. प्यारा सा ब्लू सा छोटा सा होंडा ब्रियो. One day I am parked at Union Park के आसपास. I've gone to chew for अपना hive में spot. And I'm coming back and I hear meowing in the car and I can't tell what the fuck is going on. I go around the car, can't figure out where it's coming from. Start driving, still hear meowing. And now it's coming from where my pedal board is. So I'm like, where the fuck is this cat? Park on the side of the road. I am terrified out of my mind. Okay. I don't know where this cat is. Then I open the engine. I call I don't even remember who I call up. I think I called up Rohan Joshi at some point. And because he was the only cat guy I knew.
Yeah, back then.
And he was not particularly helpful. Okay. Then there were some 2 random kids who showed up. They were like, hey man, we'll take the cat. And I'm like, thank you. And I gave the cat. And I just like...
You found it in the booth, no?
I found it somewhere under the engine, dude.
Yeah, because it's warm there. No, that's how we found Jinx also.
Under the car?
Yeah, in the hood of his car and near the fucking battery.
So I was like, but it was, I mean, the kitten was fucking fine, but I was shaken up so much.
Yeah, just the idea that it could just like lose grip at any point and just come under the car.
So I got very late to come home that day, I remember. This is the time when coming home late was a whole fucking thing at home.
Yeah.
And I ended up having a smoke on the way. I came home, I had some chocos with milk as comfort food. And my dad shouted at me saying, "Tu cigarette pee ke aaya na?" And I was like, you're missing the point. Mera gaan phat gaya tha 1 second ke liye.
Yeah, sometimes it's okay. Just let them have a smoke.
Yeah, I think that now stage has been reached now after a while. I've noticed this with funerals. At funerals, you are allowed to get away with a lot. Haven't you noticed?
I haven't been to much funerals. I hate death. The idea of like being around people when they are dead
grieving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody just like looks very weird.
Yeah.
Very like too much sympathy is being passed around.
I'm very good at funerals. I've had to organize so many at this point.
Yeah.
That the only way I can process death is that if I do the mechanical stuff that comes with it.
Yeah.
You know, when I do the get the flowers, do the fucking कफन बनाने का ये वो सब हो जाए ना एक बारी में, फिर ऐसा लगता है कि हाँ, like it's behind me now.
Yeah.
My cousin sister had, no, not even when my cousin had passed, like actually even then, but then I didn't smoke, but another couple of incidents also where there's been a funeral and everyone is fucked up and all, and then you come in, you settle down, you do the things, and then there are then you have to wait for 3-4 hours until everyone comes, sees the body. So then you step out, you know, and then as you step out, you have to pretend what are you stepping out for. And there is this one group of uncles who are just, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, like especially all the jamais. जो उनका तो नहीं मरा है ना, कोई बीवी के फैमिली का मरा है, तो वो तो वहाँ सारे कोने पे जाके सिगरेट पीने बैठ जाते हैं.
ये बहुत आउटसोर्स्ड है.
ये अपने jurisdiction में ही नहीं है. So they go out, they all go out for a smoke. So you have to go out, then you look at them and they're like, आजा, चल आज सब सामान है. So then you start smoking with people who you would never have smoked with in your life.
Correct, yeah.
And then as I grew old, even older, now I see that happening in weddings as well.
Yeah.
Where weddings में also it's like, अरे पीने वाले चलो. And it's like my own uncles and all who I would never have dared to drink in front of, who will just be like, and then they'll bum cigarettes and all.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Like that's the funniest thing, right? Like one family event somewhere where they were like, you know, they got the cake but there's no candle के लिए a light. Nobody's got the matches. So they were like, Navin, just give it. I'm like, I don't know. Like, chup. Yeah, fucking yeah. Just fucking just blowing the cover entirely.
My yesterday, Shubha and I went on date night. We went to this Middle Eastern place, which was actually very phenomenal. Yeah, it's too good, dude.
It reminds me of that Love, Death and Robots for episode Zima. Blue.
Yeah. That's exactly what Shubha and I were discussing as well. It's not blue at all. Yeah. It definitely looks like a money laundering operation. But the food is delicious. It was so good, dude.
Financially?
$1,000 a head.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
But for like date night is once a month, so $1,000 a head works.
It's fair, yeah.
And in Mumbai, as it is like 800 rupiya, to ho hi jana.
Khane order mein ho jata hai, fucking.
So we went, it was great. On the way there, Shubha was leaving home and my mom was like, "Acha, aaj bhi bahar kha rahe ho?" And aaj bhi is a big, this loaded this thing. Yeah. She was like, हाँ. So my mom is like, अच्छा, आजकल बहुत non-veg खाने का मन हो रहा है लग रहा है. And I was like, I'm so sorry. She's like, no, it's okay. It's your mother. It's not you.
But like, it's part of the Bengali cuisine. You can't like.
Now my plan is, I told you, I want to find more people and get roommates. That's the only way it's affordable.
Yeah, we should start like you know the TikTok houses that they do in America.
Yeah.
Where you basically get a bungalow and 20 of them just all day long just to shoot TikToks near the pool and everything.
Yeah.
And they create content like that.
Yeah.
Something like House of
That's
Aakash.
what I suggested to some of my friends. But the problem is that everybody keeps imagining Tanmay Bhatt situation.
Yeah.
Which nobody wants to live in.
We'll take a short break, come back on Varta Lab. Quick announcement, this is the last episode of this season. If you don't already know, now you know. We'll be back after a short break.
Hey, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcasts Network. On Cyrus Says, Cyrus was joined by classic musician Prince Ramavarma. They spoke about his musical journey, his teachers, the story behind an erotic French song, and being born and raised in a royal family. On Anish Thing, Anish hosted Avinash M, founder of FTS Fitness. They spoke about body recomposition, diet styles, and the fundamentals of body transformation. On All Things Policy, Anushka Saxena discusses the geopolitics of China-Taiwan relations with Ambassador Vijay Gokhale. And on The Habit Coach, Ashton shares some tips to curtail mindless munching at the airport. Once again, don't forget to visit our merch store on ivmpodcasts.com. We have some exciting stuff for you. Follow us on social media. We are IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. If you like our shows, spread the word, tell your friends, and don't forget to rate and review them wherever you're listening to them. You'll also find all our shows on youtube.com/IVM Podcasts. And finally, we would like to thank our sponsors this week. Cash Free Payments and HDFC Mutual Fund, thank you for making this possible.
Before we get into the second half, I think it's important to acknowledge the nature of this episode.
The allegations.
No, what? No, I was going to say the alligator in the room as opposed to the
crocodile.
Yeah, as opposed to the elephant.
Yeah.
Where to begin? This is the last episode. I think that's a good place to begin.
I think we should start off with a story because our podcast is a storytelling show.
Yeah.
I'm in Bangalore. Akash is in Bombay, and we get a random message from Sparsh saying, Amit wants to talk to you. Amit being Amit Doshi, the CEO of the founder of IVM, essentially. And we kind of saw this coming for a bit because that's why we started memberships on the podcast, because
we wanted to show a case that the podcast is viable.
And generally, like, a lot of people ask us on the road also, how do you make money out of podcasting? We don't. Okay, first 3 seasons of the show we just went by just like doing this because we enjoyed doing this. Okay, and the 4th season came back because of the same reason that fans were like, Varta Lab when? Like literally I remember your engagement ke time pe. I put a photo with Aakash and they were like, people are commenting Varta Lab when. So we're like, okay, people really enjoyed this and this is something that we want to put out in the world because it's a little bit of legacy, so to say. And numerous times people have been like, our podcast gone to awards where they're like best comedy podcast and we are not even aware of it. Because generally we don't do it for any kind of accolades. We do it because we like it.
And it's like, for us, it's like home base. Like you come back from the world that you live in, collecting experiences from everywhere, and then I come and tell Navin. And then the podcast has been a great way to get people into that, essentially just that catching up activity, right? Like it's also catching up with you as opposed to with just Navin. And I feel like the one thing that at least like with me even and with Navin also, I think to a great extent in the stand-up also and in the podcast also, the one feedback that we are really yearning for all the time is that it just feels like we're talking with friends.
Yeah.
Right? Like it should just feel like it's an evening out and sabha jama hai aur ek jan ud ke baat karne laga types. And I feel like that's really what we've sort of achieved also with the podcast.
In many ways,
Yeah.
So then the call came and we had to sit down and Amit said that it's not making sense financially. And we agreed because also like at this point, Aakash and I, it's not absolutely not. A lot of you have joined in on the membership. Live also right now are watching. Thank you so much. It means so much to us that you believe in us first of all. And this is a product that you really like. We will have to take a break from this point on. Sabbatical break.
We don't know what
to call it. The end of it all. We don't know what to call it. But as of now, Varta Lab will be not coming out much.
Without the Ashiana of IVM to pay for a lot of the production and all, which they've been kind enough to do for so far, despite us constantly making fun of them. Without that, it's really impossible. And without more number of subscribers, it's really impossible for IVM also to continue this. And so man, either we wait till we have the money to do this ourselves again, because we will be taking the channel with us, or we don't.
We come back in a different form, doing something else probably. But where life takes us from this point on, it's kind of unprecedented really, because this year especially, like Akash's second special is coming out, my special is coming out, my Vice show is coming out.
You might be going abroad for a comedy festival.
So things are just like going cray and of course, like when we do all these things, what it means, dear listeners and viewers, is that we go and collect all these more stories and come back in life. And we really enjoyed doing this. Let me just put it this way, that there was a point in the meeting when Amit said the 3 things that a product should get you. Okay, it should get you fame, it should get you stability, or should get you money. And I wanted to ask, what about joy? Because this really brings me joy, and I'm kind of like, I'm tearing up thinking about this right now, because for a very long time we did not know if Varta Lab is ending, but this looks like the end for our show. And even that day on the meeting I kept quiet only. I couldn't even sum up the courage to say bye, because I love this thing with what we have.
It's like somebody's like, hey, it's very expensive to keep your baby alive.
It's true.
You have to out. Like,
so for every time that you'll have turned up at shows, said hi to us at metro stations or at airports, just know that it means like everything to us.
And it sucks. But to answer that question from the first half, any live Varta Lab meetups?
we should do one as a prominent goodbye to. So we are on for the members, of course, on the Telegraph group. Just like we'll pick a date in the coming month and we'll do it.
And in the meanwhile, you can join my Telegram group as a placeholder space, and that one's free. You don't have to do memberships for that. If you have recently applied for membership, as this episode airs, this will be the last one. and whatever comes out with this will also come out. So outtakes and all are also there. There's a raunchy murder related story, semi-murder, half murder, quarter murder. Guy died, but not because of Navin. And all that will definitely come out. Memberships will be seen through till the end of the month. We should do a live at J-Spot or something, like a live Tata Bye Bye Varta Lab show one of these days.
For sure.
We'll figure that out in this month, as probably after this episode airs, or we try and attach it with this episode, so that you know where it is. But yeah, man, it feels like a defeat. It feels like
we tried really hard. Like inshallah, the boys. That's the only reference I can bring up.
But if anything, I've learned with this podcast is that it goes away, but then it just comes back. So I wouldn't put, I wouldn't count us out yet. We are definitely around.
We should do a favorite 3 memories from the past.
I was just thinking.
I've had like some great, especially like was. I really say this again. I go back and listen to our own show so many times. I did not have that vanity in my life ever. I'm like, once it's done, it's out there. But
it's nowhere else but with this podcast. Like even AMF is hard to listen to once I'm done with it. But this is a podcast which I keep fucking coming back to.
Recently I went back to the Atul Khatri episode also. It was like we were so
the wear pants episode.
We were young and fresh, and Atul Khatri sir really like told us why looking good on stage is important. And I think I've taken
I started wearing shoes on stage after that, almost to the point of obsession.
You wrote an entire show about shoes. I also like my yellow shoes stand out immediately. Like there have been so many times where like the gays who come to my show are just like obsessed with my shoes, and I'm like, calm down, girly. The show is right here.
Top 3 favorite episodes.
So I would say the one with the place where we had the Anath Foundation mishap with the Kamaka photography.
With Kamaka photography. That was that was one of the best faux pas.
Insert clip here.
Insert. We can insert audio clip here. I think that was one of the favorite moments. That any other ones? I will tell you one if you are.
If you're willing, I'm willing.
For me, it was Chandan Roy Sanyal,
the actor.
That was in recent times. That was one of my favorites of this season because. Honestly, with actors, we don't know what's gonna happen, and that day we just became audience, man. We just sat and watched, and
it's also very composed, which is like sometimes what we notice is like because we are comics, we don't try. We are, but RJs, actors, theater people, they'll always try to like one up karne ki koshish karte hain. Hum log will do a funny accent, and you know exactly what I'm talking about if you see the season. so when Chandan sir came, like he was very reserved and like he very like eased into it, but he was also in on the joke. That's a beautiful thing.
And also I feel like he's like of the people, like that was one of those stories of like, wow, what a life story, dude. Like from Chembur to Edinburgh and back, like sorry, not even Chembur, from Mira Road to Edinburgh and back, dude. That was an insanely good story.
So many. I think your mom's episode stands out for all our listeners. Second episode ever of the show, and still like people go back. Even like people I meet on the road have told me that episode. Like I'm like, it was so bizarre. Like one of our moms came to the show.
Man. And I think I wish we could have done the Double Trouble mom episode once.
Mine also comes in. I don't know what mine would say. She would just be like she would just like keep bitch about. ऐसे ही है. हाँ, आपका बेटा ऐसा, उसका भी ऐसे ही है.
Another one of my favorites was Raj Kaushal. Rest in peace, Raj Kaushal sir. What a gem of a person. Icon, dude. What a great episode and what a great vibe he had. Even when he came on Couch Pundits for cricket, we just got drunk and talked about Dhoni and all. Like it was just the most fun.
Like the giggles that man induced when we spoke to him was just something else. Like we started talking about biscuits. Like it was such a bizarre thing. Like I think that's when we really found the niche for the show in many ways. Where like it's just like it's such a nothing thing to talk about. Like fucking Mari biscuits and Jim Jams and Oreos. That's what we fucking spoke about. And Khar. Like this is such
Khar.
Memory
so much about Khar and Bandra.
I think Aditi's episode was also really interesting. Aditi Mittal, dear friend. But what she spoke about, like taking a break and not hustling so much, I think it stuck with me also. Like right now my calendar is packed till June. But within that I also know exactly what weeks and what days I'm taking to rest also. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really looking forward to like how all of this
works out. P-Man.
P-Man episode. For those of you who don't have any context, listen to the episode and then listen to the context.
let me just put it this way. P-Man came with all good spirits and we got him too high. There's no other way to put this, Naveen.
Yeah.
We got too high. And it's one of the most stonery episodes that we've ever done.
Because we are going on with our show. P-Man is not there. He's on a different planet, man. Amazing.
What other episodes?
Hashbase was great.
Hashbase was just, I was just fanboying, to be honest with you. I had such a blast with that show.
I think one with Shubhra also.
Shubhra was great. Yeda Anna.
How can we forget
one of the most explosive episodes we've had?
Yeda MC Hee. Yeah, that's right. MC Hitler. Yeah, that's right. MC. I had a rant about Ace, the rapper.
Yeah.
The one with S.R. Channa, where I ranted about Cobra Seat. And yes. A lot of angst over the years, I feel. It's all come out on the show.
Even the Sumit Sarao episode was really great. It was so much fun listening to how he put his special together, and he's just such a great guy to talk to in general.
One day when my special is out, I'll be able to summarize my story also. A lot of inspiration from that episode, essentially.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I remember the other day Sumit had messaged me saying we should do a round 2. Perhaps not in this avatar, but perhaps some other time.
Whenever we possibly can.
Yeah.
I think even Tejas, when he came on, we spoke about teachers who shaped us. It was an important thing to talk about.
And we sang Elvis at the end.
Yeah. I remember. Such good memories.
And didn't get copyrighted somehow.
That's okay, because we sang it, no?
Yeah,
so they're like, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
It's not Austin Butler's voice.
Comment here where they say that their favorite episode was which Shruti said.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One of the favorites is the Shruti said episode.
The Manikchand revelations.
The Manikchand and the fact that she walked into the show not knowing exactly what we are.
Yeah, and it is such a beautiful journey of Shruti getting used to what's going to happen.
Yeah, she was so scandalous in the beginning, and then she opened up to the fact, and then she spoke about some crazy stuff. I think that's what we aspire to do. A lot of guests who come on board are not okay, we haven't heard all the episodes, but let's just do this and figure out how we go about it. So I think Shruti said it was great.
Yeah.
And beating your idols, Rob was amazing.
Dude, Rob was fucking great. Sid Kuto was such a blast to have on board. Remember when we did Dhaval's uncle, Mr. Popat?
Yeah, Mr. Popat.
Mr. Popat, the arbitrator lawyer, mediator, sorry.
The Vipassana person also.
Yeah, the Vipassana person also. Yeah. It was such a blast. What a out of the blue. I mean, you probably, most people.
Two-part, I think. We did
did we?
No, we recorded with him in 2 parts.
Yeah.
But we couldn't because we had a scheduling situation. Yeah.
But it's one of those episodes that you probably won't click on because you don't know the person.
Popat,
Prathamesh Popat. But Prathamesh Popat is a man you must get to know.
Listen to it, yeah. So I think, overall, we've created great memories. And dear listeners, if you all have great memories, write to us, tell us what you like.
Yeah, let's have a group grieving session over the next couple of weeks on the Telegram group.
Absolutely. Tell IVM that you enjoyed the show, and if possible, I think by all means we're closing the chapter, so there's no coming back. But we have also agreed that this is a very good.
This is the right way to go.
Yeah.
Mainly because I feel like then we can also kind of come back to this at some point in the future in a way that we can only sustain it.
Yeah.
And hopefully by then most of our audience is also grown up and is owning.
Yeah.
So they can also afford.
I can imagine we ask you all for membership and it's a fee you have to pay monthly to keep this going. And I understand because right now I just canceled my Netflix subscription last month because I'm like, I don't find myself going on it by default because there's nothing much happening, okay?
Yeah.
Unless I want to really consume something. Like last night I was like, maybe should I pay $4.99 for Shazam, Fury of Gods? And I stopped myself, because I'm like, that's not like, I didn't pay $100 at the theater, why would I pay $4.99? Right now I want to watch Sisu though. You want to watch Sisu? Sisu.
What is Sisu?
Sisu is a movie about a Finnish former veteran who goes around killing Nazis.
I think we need to return to the days when we all shared a Netflix account.
That's true.
Just come back onto the one that you missed. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be sorted.
Done. Yeah. Let's go back.
Yeah, let's go back to the good old days.
Go back to the ships that we all started from. the choppy old seas of
the Pirate Bay.
Of leaked IP addresses.
Oops. That should also work.
Yeah, so I think I'm feeling closure at least at this point. I don't know how you feel. I told you it was not easy thinking about letting this go. Yeah. It was a very pivotal part of my life. Yeah. And I moved so close to IVM. So I'll be back on Cyrus. We'll be back on Cyrus hopefully if Cyrus slots open up.
Yeah. Right it's now, like an open mic right now.
It's like an open mic in Bombay where you have to be like, please spot dona. So if you're like, okay, Varta Lab chala gaya, at least make Cyrus episodes the 5-day, monthly, weekly, whatever they were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's all that we have today, man. I wish we had more stories for you.
They're like कि निकल जाओ 5 बजे एक और recording.
हाँ, उभरते सितारे आ रहे हैं दोस्तों.
Some other podcast that can make money, I hope.
Yeah, I hope they do. I hope
they
this place stays afloat. They've given a lot of voices a chance to be heard.
Absolutely.
And you too, guys. Thank you for giving us your ears.
Yeah, it's been a full glow up for IVM also. I feel we're so happy to be at the network and moving on. Let's see
and
how
we've
this
also
goes.
seen the place go from like the old place to the new place and the more staff and now the slightly less staff and the So yeah, man.
I'm taking this mug.
It's the least I'm stealing. I've been stealing power from them for years.
I've been stealing control. Chalo, bye friends.
Bye friends. It's been a blast.
Boom.